Hello! Happy New Year! Welcome back! We've got the Paralives dev chats from November to go over and analyze. I think you know the drill by now. Paralives is still in development. Elements and features might change, be improved, or be removed altogether. If you want to learn more about Paralives, please check out their website, particularly their development page and roadmap, as well as their Patreon and social media accounts. I have all of that linked in the video description. Plus, the written dev chats are there too, and my own social media accounts as well. If you like these update videos, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe for future Paralives dev chats. It means a lot to me, so thank you. We're going to begin with the community voted questions. The team hasn't decided on the exact life stages that will be included in the game. The goal is to have as many as possible, but there has to be a good balance because you wouldn't want too many of them. Although my personal idea is that there's never enough life stages. I want that gradual aging, you know what I mean? The idea is that each life stage will be accompanied by meaningful elements, so they're all interactive and balanced when compared to one another. Like I said, I do think that the more life stages, the better, especially if it's reflected through physical change or growth. I really want to see my parafolk age and grow. I would love to see some toddler or baby focused features within public lots or areas. Things like indoor or outdoor playgrounds with objects for the babies or toddlers would be great. Although by including things like that, we wouldn't want it to become tedious or frustrating for the player. So there has to be a balance. Balance is everything. Now we're going to go over the general questions, answers, and ideas. Players will be able to utilize the filter system in the game through the mod system. That means things like tilt-shift filters to make everything look miniature, or an 80s videotape effect might be possible. Like when I say filter, I mean like how you see the game. When you go on Snapchat and you go through all those filters, that type of filter, not a filter through the objects. If that makes any sense, I hope that makes sense. Creating machinimas and other videos like that could be done through the photo mode. This still needs to be worked on in the future. I'm hoping that there's a killer camera mode for videos because I would love to be able to use that for my YouTube videos for Paralives. My fingers are crossed for that. At the moment, modders will be able to pick a font for their items from a list of fonts that the game supports. The ability to add extra font into the game, into the mod system, is something that the team will be looking into and see if it's actually doable. If you're a patron on the Paralives' Patreon page, then you know what they're talking about here. The baby that was shown was bigger than a newborn. Does that mean there will be a newborn life stage? Maybe. Newborns are really only newborns for a few weeks in real life, so you gotta wonder if it's worth including in the game or not. What do you think about this? A sandbox mode isn't planned. If you want to build houses without the risk of running out of money, you can always cheat for additional money. A sandbox mode might cause additional issues as well. If you have access to everything, it might be hard to go back to the normal mode of the game, therefore making the game feel quite boring. I can fully, completely, 100% understand this. I experience this in Minecraft all the time. I'll switch from playing a creative world to a survival mode, and I find it very difficult to go back to the survival mode. Even if my husband and I are running a server for it, it's just so difficult. When you have access to everything in the game and then you don't, Next, we have live mode stuff. Let's go! Will children inherit any skill-based traits from their parents? Probably not. They will instead get physical traits, but most likely not any skills. However, this might be something that happens through another system. Maybe they get a bonus learning buff if their parent, who is a highly skilled chef, teaches them how to cook. I like that idea. I think that's very realistic and pretty cool. Would you want to be able to put your children up for adoption? In-game, of course. I think that might be interesting for certain storylines. I wonder if children will be able to be taken away from child protective services if they're not being cared for. Putting them up for adoption and getting them taken away feel kind of similar. So if one or the other is offered, then I'm okay with that, if you catch my drift. I don't know. It's kind of weird to talk about that, but for storylines, it's important to know. There might not be a separate hobby system, but the skills system sounds like it might be very interesting. It seems like the skills might be intertwined with each other and sort of work together. Very cool sounding. Babies will be real paras who you can play as, control, and choose to do interactions with. Hey, yeah, that's happy news indeed. There will, most likely, be accidental deaths in-game. As the player, you'll be able to change your para's body and pronouns if you want that character to be transgender and transition throughout your gameplay. I'm very happy to hear that. Nothing in your action queue will be deleted automatically. Nonetheless, it is possible that in particular situations, it'll have to happen. This is something that they will be tweaking and improving as players test the game and as they see fit. Creating jobs and careers is still a work in progress. In real life, there are multiple ways to get a job. You might work your way up to it. You might be hired for the position or offered it. You might need a certain level of education to get it, or you might have enough hands-on experience and be qualified through that. This might not apply to all jobs and career paths, but it does happen. It would be kind of interesting to see this realistic approach to careers in Paralives. Having multiple ways of getting a job is kind of cool and not something that any other life simulation has really touched upon. It should be possible to set it so that you can only play in one season. Also, just a reminder, seasons are not planned for the initial early access release. That's it for November dev chats. Next month, we'll go over all of the dev chats from December 2022 and see what was up. Thank you for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. I'll be talking to you very soon. Bye!